It's all good. It's all good. It's not going to either one. So, all right. There we go. So whenever we want to do this, as you chomp down, let me know when you don't have food in your mouth.
Take one.
And go.
Take three. Okay.
All right, week 2 wrap up, leading into week 3. Starting off, this is one of this year's one of my favorite Oktoberfests. It's Warsteiner. So I got a case of this from Costco. And
here's what I'm drinking. I call it Scary Horse, but it's Story Horse. So this is from a brewery in Illinois. It is a stout, I believe. Yeah, Irish style stout. Here you go.
there it is. There it is.
That's what it really looks like for those people that like beer.
There you go.
If you don't like beer, die in a fire.
All right. And with that, here we're off. Ash over here making friends and influencing people. All right. 2023 season, week 2 wrap up. All right. Here, let's just remind everybody, here's where we were at the end of week 1. Just the 1-0s and the 0-1s. This is where we looked coming off of week 2, and it shows the green are the lucky ones who are, well, I consider myself very lucky to be in that green and 2-0. A couple of these folks have been just hammering hard. What's not on Team B, one of those. So well done, Bobby. Then it's the 1-1s in yellow and the unfortunate
the shitty
0-2s.
Are you serious about this or what? Oh wait, I'm on there. What the? Maybe I need to drop that other eye. I don't know.
And then so just to not necessarily add insult to injury here, but I put a big poopy line in there, and it's kind of fuzzy with the brown stink off of it. If the season, not the season,
wait,
the
aren't
final.
we cutting to 8 for playoffs?
No, I'm talking about the
drop 4. I got you. Yeah.
Oh, it just hit me here because I drew it all the way across. Yeah, I have to jag this line over here then because okay, I see what I did in real time because it's not like these 4 are going anywhere. So this line is actually up there.
Oh, true story.
There's a shiny. These are the
positive. It's like the good line versus the bad line.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So don't
shit for our side for Team A. Team B, you only got good things to worry about.
Well, I'm just going to say we'll just go ahead and claim that that's pretty shitty right now anyway on that.
But
side. But next week it'll be a different line. It just occurred to me. Yeah. All right. So we'll get out of there. Breaking it down a little bit, we're going to be introducing the spreadsheet back. And I need you to go through all of this because you were the smart guy last season as well. So what are we looking at here?
I mean, to me, main thing you're looking at is my team. If you notice, maybe I had a few more points scored against me than everybody else. So there's that.
Absolutely. 326.08. That is a big red light. Yes.
I mean, always mid up there with 300 points. That's a lot more than everybody else. Like, what is that? 15 more than everybody else or something like that? You got Big Ball, Sneaky Big Ball put it to me last weekend, and I'm not feeling too good. But yeah, so I mean, no, but it gives you a good perspective of this story, a little bit more of the story so far.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. And so also look at the points against. Like I'm looking at the points against for D Money, and it's like, all right, what are we doing here? But we'll move on to there. There we go. So let's look at the same thing right there.
Right.
So the playoff line will show you if the playoffs were tomorrow. Here's who made it in and who unfortunately would not have. But being that this, it still says 1. Should I go and edit this and cut it out?
Who cares?
All right.
Nobody cares. We know it's week 2, okay? It's after week 2.
Yeah. So there we go. So,
we're on a budget here, okay? We're typical DOT budget, $0. What do we always say? Like Low to no budget.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we never have any budget, so that's what it is. But look, one thing interesting, every time he's up there, but he's had a lot of points against him. So that's kind of interesting that he's survived at 1-1. So that tells you he's probably scoring a lot of points. 268
He's got a pretty
is
good...
significantly more than everybody else. So
Yeah.
he's had a rough. He probably would have won both weeks in a lot of other people's schedules.
Yeah.
Is what that tells me. And Shea on the other side has probably been screwed with all those points.
293 against
and
her.
PB Pants.
Well, and she went, like at least the first week, she was up against Not What's Not, who was the highest scoring.
And if you notice, Not What's Not and Nick's picks both have more points than Claire in our league.
Yeah. Let's go back and look at that. 303.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's,
316
they have a
and
little bit,
306.
they have more strong teams.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing we never did before was compare
no.
two leagues.
Yep. Well, Team B is steady bringing it this season so far. So
some of them.
Some of. All right, there we go. Moving down to that, we're going to go into the Week 2 matchups for Team A. I did not have the time that I wanted to do the animations coming in and out of here, but here's where we are, showcasing Tipsy Benchwarmers overtaking Bourbon Blitz. Captain Fear over Gloves McGee by a significant amount. You know, and
83, that's rough.
I went back and I was looking when I was trying to find the records for the records. And even though we have 28 teams and it would be 14 matchups, I still think that I want to go back to the old format and show the match up, or at least the thing.
Like where you have the actual individual players and stuff? Yeah.
Because I would always rank it by...
maybe what we should do is just show like their top so many like point scorers and then like one or two maybe point scorers for the week, and then their low point scorers, the guys who shit the bed on their team, like highlight them. That way it's like quick. We just talk about those pieces and not worry about the middle guys, you know? We
absolutely can.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of ways to like cut time, but also get that information in there.
Get the good stuff.
Yeah.
And we can go over here in a second, and we might pause the presentation and open up the app because I want to point out a couple of other things. The reporting features that they do have were kind of interesting, and they showcase. If you've messed up and you've left your scores, they call them the top bench warmers of the week.
Right.
And so
that's connection with your team.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So, but then
the drunken bench warmers.
So then they also showcase Frimmel he had the most efficient. He was the most efficient team manager to where he set the lineup to where of all of his players, roster and bench, he scored the absolute most he ever could. So it was stuff like that. And then they came through, and like Gloves in this team, it said that where is he there? He scored 83.4. He was projected for 1 of 335, and it said it was like 17% less than what he was supposed to have done. But that didn't even showcase what he could have done. So I don't know. It's a lot of math. It's a lot of stuff. We're just figuring out what we want to showcase on. And pretty much here, we just want to call everybody's name, good or bad. It's what fell to Gebzy's Thin Mints. There are some new team names in
it's no
both
longer
leagues.
feet ballers, so we can't talk about how stinky his feet are anymore.
And I think he's trying to go for like an angle, like he's leaning into the politician mode, and he says, what does everybody like? And I'm going to name my team that, so everybody likes my team. There we go. So
maybe he should, if he was going to do that though, he should have just called them Thin Mints. Like putting his name in there already negates whatever follows. So it's kind of like D-Money down here is the Dream Crusher. It's like you should have just called yourself Dream Crusher, not.
There it is. We know who you are, Danny. So, but and apparently this year you are 0-2.
And I appreciate you because you're keeping me off the very, very bottom.
Dream Crushers fell to Creepy Dave, which we did, in fact, confirm that it has nothing to do with the retirement of Dave Amato.
Or the fact that Mariano's peeking around the corner in the cubes. It's just,
hey guys.
If you look up Creepy Dave on YouTube, you can see what it means.
And apparently it's the bird, and he's kind of funny, and he does some stuff. So
it's some Hispanic guy with an attitude.
I'm not getting canceled, so no, I'm not going there. So There we go.
Hey.
Moving on, Team Always Mid, 162.64, handing it over to Palapapai, who, if you remember,
Had number one last week.
Last week the projecting he was going to get like 144 points or some
Didn't he
sort of
score
thing
like
like that.
150 though last week or something?
Was it last week? Oh, maybe that
thought
was.
it
Maybe
was.
I'm mixing my weeks
I don't
together. Anyway, there we go. So the
many
blue,
years,
the
so many
blue
weeks.
alien, yeah.
The blue alien.
And that's a good thing too. I need to reach out to everybody to let them know to either text or email or somehow send us your logo picture.
Yeah.
When we try to capture it within Sleeper, it doesn't come across. It's all pixelated. It's horrible.
It's not as good as ESPN from that standpoint.
Exactly. So we want to try to incorporate the logos like we used to, but we need them from you.
So just take that picture that you're putting in for your logo,
and
text
on that, it to us.
From that, let's take this opportunity to point at people like Suspender Nipples, who doesn't have a logo, and make sure you also update your logo here. Yeah, you'll know it when you see it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say, and you'll never forget it.
I'm waiting for Gentleman Roger to at least make another appearance. Whether or not he comes back on a permanent basis, we just need to see him. Maybe one of these weeks coming in there.
Oh, he's going to be seen. I trust me. There's never been a better time to be Gentleman Roger right now. I'm just saying.
Oh, all right. So where did we leave off there? Oh, blah, blah, blah. So Auto Draft Superstars.
Mid, yeah. So
fell to Welcome to the Nightmare. By like 40, 50 points. Well done, Tim. Suspender Nipples fell to Stanky Big Ball. Don't feel too bad. Stanky, of course, you'll see coming up with Handy 184.74, setting the new record for 2023. So there's that. Week 2 matchups for Team B. Jimmy Fremmel live coming over here. He got a loss. We called him out last week. He said, I needed to hear that.
I know.
And then he changed his name as well. Surgical Chaos steps up and claims a top spot at 178.48 against Ertine at 146.16. We'll do one off. So we gotta get back to that.
Edwin's Ego, 136 to Team The Rookie. Who is that? I don't remember the names.
Gabby.
Okay. 111. That's still, both teams not too bad.
It's not too bad.
No.
I mean, but specifically when you're watching, and I'm going to talk about projections here in a little bit there, but he well overshot by almost 30 points,
Right.
and then she came off by
15, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the projections there. We got Team Crazy Tiger 723 taking care of business against Pickin' and a Grinnin' at underperforming the projected to 83.3.
I don't remember exactly who Pickin' and Grinnin' has, but I feel like we're going to see a lot of poo on his head. We finally pulled the videos, so the poo will start to fall on actual people's heads very soon. So get ready for that. That'll be hype. Snot What Snot, just keeping it going. It's almost like he's not paying attention, but he's kicking people's asses either way. Keep it up. 149 to 118. PP Pants goes down again. Meets me at 0-2 also in another league, but I feel your pain, man. 0-2. Something ain't right. 123. Just loses to Marcus Duval County, whatever, of Virginia.
Duval!
Yeah, something like that. So
But
he
yeah,
just lost.
That was tight. Yeah.
I don't remember who Something Ain't Right is, though.
Scotty Harper.
Okay,
Scotty.
okay. Well, it was close. It was close. Good. I mean, hey, that's what you know, it sucks when you lose that close, but better than getting blown out like I did. And I lost by like 70 points or something like that. There's nothing I could have done.
No, but sometimes you just really want to blow out rather than something that close.
But I was happy to see Nick Chubb's knee blow out, because that's what Stanky Big Ball had to deal with going forward in the season.
It would have been even more than that. So
yeah, oh yeah.
So there we go, 2-0, 0-2, but that's a rough one right there.
Yeah.
Answering your question there, he had some underperforming on this last
Najee.
week, but yeah.
Yeah, not surprised.
Najee,
Van
Deshaun,
Jefferson.
touch it.
Oh yeah, he got it touched. There's no doubt about that. He's gonna get it touched a lot more now. There's no doubt. Hit the B square coming up short. Oh man, what a tight one. Damn, against Shea.
Wow.
Nice job, Shea. I like it.
And she updated her logo from the last video, so
Barbie.
she was watching it. But
Is that
it's a
Barbie?
pink jersey though. So it's a
football
Barbie jersey.
Barbie,
It's
is what you're
football.
saying.
It's football Barbie. Rock on.
Come on, Ken.
There we go.
All right. Faswangle 119. Knicks picks 163. That's Papa Ganoche. They're bringing it, swinging for the fences.
Yeah, 119 is
Look
not
at that.
going to do
Look
it.
at that original projections.
I know.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be tight.
10 to 17. Well, and
That's
this
just so you watch.
Well, this is one of those things where I really wanted to push off of there. If you go back and look on Team A, we had 4 of the teams that were projected to lose that actually won.
So
yeah. So 100, 119 to 100 on Dream Crusher and Creepy
But it's the
Dave,
swings,
and
though.
it went over. But there were 4 teams. Well, this is just showcasing that
Okay,
the
so-
projections don't mean anything.
Right, which is a true story.
Well, this was tight, but specifically, there was one.
I was going to
there.
say this one though is like right on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
So
one there,
it's interesting that one's close, but
but it wasn't close up here.
right.
So,
Well, this one they were off by like 30.
excuse me. Yeah. So then that one was in that one.
So
that
maybe
was
take-
another one. So that's 2.
Either add
That's
or take away 30.
3.
That looks
That's
like about
4.
30.
That's actually 5. I wasn't even counting mine before, but that's 5 teams out of the 5 matchups out of the 7 that 5 matchups were projected to lose and they won.
Right.
Out of ours. Now we bump over here.
I would
to-
definitely encourage not to pay too much attention to the projections.
The projections really don't matter. But
I mean,
here,
to a point. There is some,
but
they
had 2.
If one is like projected to be 1 point more, that's not enough for you to change if you feel good about another guy. That's all I'm saying.
So it was Snot What's Not over MG PP Pants.
Yeah.
That won when they were projected to
PP
lose.
Pants was right there.
Team Duvalica was projected to lose by 13
County
points,
of Virginia.
and he won. And then those were the ones. So those 2. So it was something that jumped out at me that I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. But you always
They
say
also could be projections early on in the season versus later.
You always say that.
I don't have any familiarity with this program, so I don't know.
But the projections don't matter, is what it comes out to. Play the game.
True story.
Set the line. Do your thing.
Don't complain.
All right, so the week 2 highest score, team score, is from Team A, Stanky Big Ball, with 184.74. Jam on.
Yeah, I'm glad I felt that on my backside last weekend. So
That's true. So I'm glad I read that.
like
one.
Rick
You
literally
didn't have
sent me a
to.
text like apologizing, like you suck, basically is what he was saying. Luckily, Nick Chubb went down that right shortly after that text, so I appreciate that.
And then for Team B,
Surgical Chaos 178.48. I like it.
we started to go back. So do your dance. Do your thing there. We started to go back, and I was looking at the old records, and so for I got 2020 and 2021, so I don't have 2022s as of yet. But for the high team score in 2020, it was D Money. In week 2, it was 154.68, and in 2021, it was again D Money. Week 13 at 145.2. So he's either really just toying with us. A cat with a mouse for the season, or he's lost his mojo. I don't know.
Oh, good call.
Yeah,
we need an Austin Powers clip right there.
Lost his mojo.
Mojo. The libido, the life force, the essence, the right stuff. What the French call a certain... I don't know what. I've lost my mojo!
My mojo.
All right, so coming out of there, week 2, lowest team score. So for Team A, we had gloves. That Knoll guy, Gloves McGee, 83.44.
It's been a rough season for him so far.
Yeah. And
I mean,
for Team B,
picking and a grinning. I mean, this guy is trying to set new records here, I think. No one's going to set some of the records he set in the last couple of years.
Yeah, so talking about that, in 2020, the Feet Ballers in week 8 had a team score, everybody. So for everybody in Team B that doesn't know the history
This is
of
Kevin,
the league,
by the way.
Yeah.
Gebsy's Thin Mints or whatever the fuck he's calling himself this week. Oreos, whatever cookie comes to mind.
Used to be the Feet Ballers, and week 8 had 22.2 points. And what we thought,
That's crazy.
That'll never change, that'll never fall, that'll never happen. In 2021, we had Javi, who's no longer in the league.
What was his name that was like,
hold
my
no. It started off as Team Viserion.
Oh, right.
And then and we kept making fun of him, and he changed his name to Hold My Bleach.
Right.
Because
of course, reference to all the shit back in that time.
Yeah. So instead of Hold My Beer, it was Hold My Bleach.
Right.
Yeah. And then after that, he just quit playing, and we called him Team Absentee. And Team Absentee.
And it was like this tiny little. It was
we shrunk his logo all the way down.
That was awesome.
Oh my God. So in week 8 of 2021, Team Absentee had several players that were on bye weeks and several players that were injured. And he set an overall team score of 11.3, which other than just cleaning out your bench and dropping all your players, I don't think that you can legitimately score that low. So that was it. So, but for you gentlemen, Gloves McGee and picking and grinning for week 2 of 2023, we have to have it fall.
Oh, look at that.
In unison. That's it. I know. I love it. All right. Moving on, but I don't know. I think there are some people that really enjoy the fact, the realistic and wet look and sound of the poo emoji. So,
yeah, I know some people really like it. They came by and told me. So.
Yeah. Should we make it drop again?
I would.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm thinking about
just so we can showcase it.
I'm thinking about making my own video of like real action. And we'll see how mad we can make this for all those complainers out there.
All right, week 2, the highest individual position score. Boy, there's a whole other thing here that I'll just wait till the end. All right, week 2. Let's keep going. Highest individual position scores. They were both, again, the same player, so this is going to be, I think, a common occurrence there. But Palapapai...
Call these people partners or something. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, they're separate but equal.
Right.
So there we go.
Together.
Together
but apart.
So they don't know. They're on the other side of that coin, but they're enjoying the same, reaping the benefits. Palapapai...
Yeah, it's like the multiverse, you know what I mean? It's like 2 different universes.
And they both held Kirk Cousins at 39.06. Legitimate there, the quarterback from Minnesota. The thing here that I really kind of thought was interesting was both of them are reaping this benefit, but both of them lost their match. So they had the highest.
They had a really bad week, but they still had one guy who was.
They had one guy that was gangbusters, but they still lost their match.
Whoops.
So.
Every time.
But well done.
And they also, neither one of them has their logo updated, so
yeah,
that's messed up. We're going to start poking on those people in a couple weeks, I think. I guess I need to get my shit straight before we can do that. But
we got blue alien and green alien.
Yeah.
So there we go.
We already know blue's better than green, so we don't have to worry about that.
This just in, Nick Chubb's injury is not considered career-ending, with initial test revealing the only a torn MCL. There we go.
So we might be back this year?
Yeah.
Pick him up!
There it is. I don't know if you could see, but it's just going on. I get it all right there on my watch. Okay, dismiss that. All right, so moving right along to week 2's lowest individual position score. So for Team A, we had Creepy Dave, had Minnesota's Cam Akers, and Creepy Dave right there showcasing the thing. I wanted to bring this up. And so for Team B, we had Team Duvalica, Atlanta's running back, was it?
Cordero Patterson.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
It's Cordero Patterson.
Yep. Cordero Patterson. Yeah. So
are you serious or are you just fucking?
No, I'm just kidding. Stop it. So, but I wanted this is what I wanted before we drop the poo on them. This was very interesting to me because when the highest individual, both of those people lost their matchups. For the lowest individual position, both of these two won their matchups.
Nice.
But there were no negatives. They simply had a roster. These 2 roster spots that was put into play, but they didn't play. So that's the difference between the dash and the 0.
So remember, watch your lineup.
Well, now him, he was questionable, but come on. He hadn't played all year yet. Patterson was
Basically.
questionable as well, but didn't play.
I mean, you got to pay a little attention. If you click on that little blurb that tells you about the player, it tells you everything you need to know for the most part.
Don't give him any, hey, dude, I need all the help I can get. So
I'm mainly telling Team B.
there we go.
Team A should already know this shit, so.
So there we go. So, but we did have a couple of dishonorable mentions. So in Team A, Auto Draft Superstars got New York Giants defense at 0.
Well done.
Legitimately 0. And then in Team B, Team The Rookie had Justin Ross, a wide receiver of Kansas City, who also had 0. But
Very nice.
both of you were saved because this is worse. Having somebody on your roster that just didn't play.
Didn't even step on the field.
Yeah. The others were at least tried.
Right.
So the Giants defense.
At least they ran some routes and didn't do shit.
I'm pretty sure they were on the field. They got 0, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure they
Oh,
were
they
on the
ran
field.
routes.
Yeah.
They ran routes. They got a 0. They probably have at least a target, is what I'm guessing. So remember, we don't have targets. We don't get points for targets in this league.
No. All right, so let's drop that for the biggest fan of the poo, for Swangle. She really enjoys this part. So, Vic, this is for you. Should we do it again?
I would.
Yeah, just again. So just so
I
everybody
would just
gets
have
it.
the sound on a loop right
There
here.
we go.
It's like,
There it is. All right. Well done. All right. Coming out of that, week 3 matchups.
ooh, this is when it's fun.
This is really going to kind of get interesting here because
Oh, we've already got Thursday.
2-0 bench warmers coming up against 0-2 Itzwat, looking for Rob's first win. Gloves 1-1 going against Bourbonville 1-1. Captain Fear 1-1. We should be just going back and forth. So Captain
Either way.
Fear.
I already had McCaffrey run his ass all over me, so.
1-1 against Dream Crushers, who is looking for his first win too.
Oh yeah, the wife there already looking like she's going down based on the projections. It's a thin mince there. Yeah, I mean 2-0 to 1-1. Yeah, a little bit of balancing. Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll see if we iron that out.
Yeah. Welcome to the nightmare against Creepy Dave. We already know Creepy Dave's going to win that one. Stinky Big Ball with nobody. He lost due to the sideways knee move. So he's got to deal with that. Then
But
it's
even
Palapapai.
then, the projections are still pretty close on that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will. Who did he get 4.68 on, I wonder? Actually, you don't have to do that. I
I'll
was
pull it up there.
just guessing. And then what I was saying in the beginning, because I'm not following anything, I'm just coming off the woodwork here, just doing whatever I want. Mary Jane had what? Ooh. Yeah, that's not a good start, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Palapapai is going to pull that off.
Most likely, but you never know.
You never know.
I mean, honestly, Stinky Big Ball does have a good team, or he did anyway, but he's lost some stuff. But.
Auto Draft Superstars off to a good start with the Thursday night game at 25.9, but Suspender Nipples looking to bounce back.
God, let's hope so.
And hammer
'Cause
hard.
I'm already 0-2, so bro, if I start 0-3, I don't want to have to make this record-setting all-time, best of the world type thing here.
I think they said there were only 8 teams who have ever started the season 0-3 and got to the playoffs. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, but that's
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of teams that have not done it.
On Team B, Surgical Chaos stepping up. We got both 1-1s coming up against the Rookie.
Good luck. Eric Tyne against Pickin' and Grinnin'. I think Pickin' and Grinnon's going to pull this one out this week.
That's again looking for their first win.
Yeah.
Edwin's Ego 2-0 coming up against Snot What's Snot at 2-0. A battle of the undefeateds in Team B.
Ooh. Crazy Tiger, come on now. You got to step it up. Something ain't right. Close. 113, 102 projection. I don't know about that. Why the hell are they pumping the projection so much? I feel like Crazy Tiger might have somebody who's not playing or something.
Yeah, she's just got to set her line or something.
Yeah.
So MG Pee-Pee Pants up against Team Hip to Be Square. So it's the 0-2s. Somebody's going to come out of there.
Do you think that's my grandma's pee-pee pants?
Oh wow! Please don't tell me that's like a weird kink or something. Mike, he said it had something to do with the cartoons. So I don't.
Oh, okay.
The
Must be a cartoon after my time. That's all I gotta say. 'Cause I don't remember BB Pants being a.
I don't know. We'll have to get him to explain.
But now
it to
I
us
know
again.
it's my grandma. So
Yeah, so my grandma's pee-pee pants.
we have confirmation. Hang on. We have confirmation. It is my grandma's BB Pants. Okay. So.
And this segment is brought to you by Depends. Depends. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. Depends.
Yeah, you can wear them in the shower. Okay, let's go. Faswangle is projected to win against Duval County, Virginia. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting one. She's already got 53 points on the board, but look how tight that matchup is.
Yeah. That's only a 2-point projection.
That's
spread,
one to
so,
watch,
yeah,
honestly.
That'll be a good one. And then Team Gibbs going up against the 2-0 Nick's Picks. So I think Nick came into this whole league kind of quiet and has kind of established himself as
I don't know. Did you see his intro?
a power. No.
He's not quiet at all.
Well, the thing you gave me, there's no sound on it.
Yeah.
So, and that's probably good because I know I was sitting next to the camera.
Because you know you're going to cut all. Oh, no, you're in all of it.
I'm just like going.
Okay, you and me are all over it.
Yeah.
But I cut it because we were going to have to cut it when we bring them in.
Yeah.
So it's like, might as well just pre-cut it, then we don't have to cut it every time we bring them in.
I don't have to listen to myself.
Yeah. Well, that too.
Like
you want to hear yourself, go back to the
raw.
No. Trust me, I hear enough of myself cutting them the first time. So, but yeah, I mean, you're right. He has a strong start. He's already heading in the direction of 3-0, but we'll see what Shay can do about that. Honestly, it's anybody's game. We saw on the projection list before that projections mean next to nothing. So remember, you got to go with your gut. Pick the guys you think you believe in, or go to the experts, and then you can blame them at least. But
there we go. All right. So coming out of that, best of luck in week 3, everybody. Who's going to win the 2023 Full Frontal Fantasy Football season?
COVID.
It's sneaking back. No, I had it about a month ago. So,
I'm sorry,
but it wasn't.
It took me back to 2020 when
really
you
did.
said that every week.
And COVID.
And who's gonna win it? COVID. That's what you would say every week.
Oh man! So I did want to put out here, and I don't know if anybody actually listens this far deep into it, but
No, thank you if you're here. Give us a comment.
there it is. Like and subscribe. No, it was today is the 23rd. It's the autumnal equinox. So it's the first day of fall. Happy fall, y'all! Pumpkin pies and autumn skies. Let's bring it. Cooler weather. It was 68 degrees when I
was beautiful this morning.
This morning it was great. We went for a walk, and then I should show you a picture. These fuckers.
While you're looking for that.
They're supposed to come back and be doing the deck.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
So,
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so it's
shit.
like, but it's so this weekend. This is all supposed to be decked in.
Oh my god.
So we can come out here and actually have coffee
gotta let
in
me
the
know.
cool weather. Well, we're gonna have a deck warming party.
Yeah.
So
Deck warming. I
Deck
like it.
warming. We're gonna have a big.
Gotta
deck
warm that
warming
deck
party.
up.
That's
Skid
it.
your shoes
That's
on
it.
there.
That's it.
No, I ran with Dakota this morning, right? And so Isaac had a soccer game at 8 o'clock. So Dakota, she's my daughter. She's 10 years old. And we're doing runs. Anyway, so I was going to run just 1 mile with her. But we want to get that in before 8 o'clock, right? And you got to get a shower in, all that other shit. And he's got to be out there early. So I woke her up at 6:30.
Nice.
She was not too happy with me at 6:30, but we had a great run. It was a fun time.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shrink that down, and then that way we're big. There we go. So was it just in the neighborhood?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you only run like a half
2
mile out, half mile back.
Oh, okay.
It's not very far. We're working up to it. Tomorrow we're doing a 2.5.
We got
It's the long run tomorrow.
We got the 2 mile loop that we're jamming on, and the kids actually we made them go today,
That's
and
nice.
And they
So nice in the morning.
they held up that pace. I was like, you motherfucker, you're all right. You're making that happen. Good deal. I was kind of like,
Right.
yeah, because
Legit.
normally you just got to drag them on. So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
actually getting big enough that they can actually do things. All right,
scary.
happy fall, y'all. So good luck in week 3.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah.